Well, would you look at that? Walmart, you might fuck me over with literally every other exclusive you do, but for whatever reason I was able to find Eddie Guerrero and Rob Van Dam early from your exclusive Ultimate selection. I'm still not thankful for you, just to be clear, but it's nice. Thanks, I guess. From the Walmart exclusive Ruthless Aggression WWE line, this is the Ultimate Edition Rob Van Dam. They've also done an Ultimate Edition Brock Lesnar, but I don't need it. It looks the same as the other Ruthless Aggression Brock Lesnar they did in Wave 1. So Rob Van Dam's the guy I'm going to go with just because I like Rob Van Dam. He's always been one of my faves. Just taking a look at the box, you can see there's not a lot of accessories with old Rob Van Dam. That's more than a bit of a shame. I would have loved alternate heads, maybe a t-shirt, but no, we just got the belt, a couple alternate heads, and the chair. On the back, you can see this is supposed to be his one-night stand attire, so the match he had against John Cena, still probably my favorite Rob Van Dam match, to be honest, at least one of. So yeah, great costume, great attire. If there's one thing that could have made this figure better, and I know technically it's not correct, but it's what Jax did, and I like it, is they could have given us the ECW belt too. And, because Rob Van Dam literally the next night also got the ECW belt, but I don't know, maybe I'm splitting hairs here. Let's get into the figure and see what we think. Getting Rob out of the box, and in all honesty, the impression I get is this is a wonderful figure, right? It doesn't have a lot of the bells and whistles we would want from a lot of Ultimate Edition figures, and I think that hurts it, but in terms of just being a representation of Rob Van Dam, especially in this attire, it's really freaking good. So, let's have a look-see and see what went right, and possibly what went wrong. Taking a closer look, and I think the head sculpt really came out well on Rob Van Dam. All three of the likenesses are very on point, especially the smiling one. You do get the two thumbs up, so you can do the Rob Van Dam thing. The attire looks great. In terms of accessories, we'll go ahead and hit that now because his accessories really only relate to head stuff. So, you do get three alternate heads. You have a smirk that unfortunately mine has a bit of a chip missing from the bridge of the nose, and you have this open shouting mouth. It looks awful. What's kind of fun is when I first got this head out of the box, I thought, oh god, they forgot the ponytail. No, they made it to where the ponytail is removable and you switch it between heads. On one hand, that's great, because if you are a loose collector, you know that with Rob Van Dam, you'll find a lot of Robs missing their ponytails. On the other hand, I feel like you're going to still find that now, only instead of them being broken, they're just straight up going to be missing, which I don't know which is better or worse. Well, I guess you can replace a missing one, right? You have the two gripping hands. Those are the only other hands you get, so not even closed fists. You get a very basic black chair. I get it. You use this for the Van Daminator. You use it for whenever someone tries to use a chair against Rob Van Dam, he kicks it through. The chair is a decent accessory. I just wish maybe we got something more. Again, I would have loved a cloth shirt. I would have loved more hands. I would have loved the other belt he had. But this is cool too. We have the spinning belt, and for the first time in any of these belts I've owned, it's actually able to spin, which I don't know why it took this long, but like even the 100th wave figures didn't have a spinning belt. So that's awesome. I like that a lot, but it's one hell of a premium you have to pay to get a spinning spinner belt. In terms of articulation, we do have a ball joint at the head. You have a butterfly joint here at the torso, universal at the shoulder, an upper arm rotation, pinless double jointed elbow that's very deep, universal at the wrist. You have a great diaphragm joint that's just incredible. You have a waist joint. You have a universal at the thighs as well as a drop down hip. You have a thigh cut. You have a double jointed knee, though the knee brace does get a little bit in the way. You have a slight rocker down here at the ankle, very limited up and down, and a toe joint. Overall, they're good points for articulation, and it makes it probably the most articulated Rob Van Dam we've ever got. And the attire really pulls the whole thing together. The dragon with the vines around it goes all the way to the back where we have the yin-yang symbol. It helps that, like I said, this is probably the most important match of Rob Van Dam's career, probably his most celebrated match he's ever had. So I'm glad they chose this attire, this era of Rob Van Dam, to give the Ultimate Edition figure. I won't lie, it's a great figure. It's probably my favorite Rob Van Dam now. It's one of the best figures I've gotten from Mattel this year. I just wish it had more because, it's an Ultimate Edition figure. And some of the Ultimate Editions, like Ultimate Warrior and Andre, AJ Styles, a lot of these figures just get more and more and more accessories. I hate that it feels like they kind of skimped out on Rob Van Dam.